Well, hello, Taurus. Hello, hello. I'm going to wait for you all to come into the room. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. You guys already know what it is. I'm going to take my time with you today. And what does that mean? Yes, it'll be a longer reading. All right. And some of you appreciate that. Okay. All right, Taurus. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into the read. We're going to start. I'm trying to figure out where should I start. I want to go ahead and start with these oracles. We are. We're going to get into the planetary cards as well. We're going to pretty much talk about a lot of different things today. What's going on with you? Of course, I always have a different way that I read. That's just the way I do, even if I use the same cards. But yeah, let's see what's happening with you, beautiful Tauruses. Let's see what's happening with you. All right, let's get it. All right, what's going on with Taurus? What is going on with Tauruses? This is crazy because this card literally came out for Virgo yesterday. And the only reason why I know that because I only did Virgo reading yesterday. I had other readings that I had to do. Wow. That is crazy. I almost want to give you a different card. And I will. I want to read this though. You guys have 1 plus 5 is 6, and you have 2 plus 6, which is 8. Now, let me tell you what this means. For a lot of you, this is practicality with this 6th house, right? Because we already know Virgo rules the 6th. We know that Scorpio rules the 8th. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, by the way, water sign, okay? At the bottom of the deck, it makes so much sense. New beginnings. So there is an ending, there is a breakthrough, there is some type of enlightenment or somewhere that you're about to go. I have no idea what this means for you in particular, but this will be happening. Okay. So let's say you have to make a decision about work. You have to make a decision about an individual that you're dating. Maybe it has something to do with a business idea. Maybe it has something to do with a car that you want to drive. I don't know why I thought about car with this, but it looks like he's steering the horses. It says either way, you're going to win. You're going to be successful in the decisions that you make. But again, here with a light bulb, it is like you are the light is the thing that guides you. There's definitely going to be new beginnings. And, again, like I said before, your life is about to change. Okay. The only thing I can think of is Uranus that is sitting in your first house. That's if, I'm only considering that if you have a Taurus sun, could be a Taurus first house actually. But it's going to be going into Gemini, which will be your second house. Now, of course, you need to know what your rising is. I'm only doing the general energy with that generic. Okay. And so you are going to be experiencing a lot of changes in your life in the second house. Second house talk about things that you're able to obtain. Now, that could be good and sometimes it's not. It just depends on what's happening in your chart. But one thing that I can say based off of what I'm looking at, there's going to be a lot of changes with your working career. And I also see that there's going to be someone that you're going to let go of. It's about 2 or 3 people that you're dating. And you're going to let go of one particular person. If it's 3, 2, right? Because you're going to only focus on one person. But that's what I see. There's also something that you're going to find out. Now, I'm not saying that someone is keeping something from you, but I do believe someone is, or something that someone will tell you that's also going to bring about this ending or transformation. Let's get this for Taurus. Look at that. This is going to end up on top. Boom. Snowflake. Oof. Taurus. You got deception at the bottom of the deck with number 7 in the corner. Interesting enough that we literally just said that there's going to be some type of connection that some of you are in that will end. Due to what? Hidden agendas, deception, betrayal, toxicity. And this has been a pattern of yours. 9 talks about what? Spirituality, your faith, relationships that have been testing your faith. Okay? Being in connections that have been counterproductive to your ability, I would say your journey. I would say here, this is travel, this is education. For some of you, you wanted to go back to school, you wanted to, you know, get training on things. And there is someone who's been stunting your growth here. And sometimes it doesn't always have to be with lovers. This could be with family members or whatever it is. But I do see here that for some of you, you have been stunted. Interpersonal relationships with people with that number 7. A lot of you have patterns that you need to break, though, because the snowflake has a pattern on it. A lot of you have been deceiving yourself. A lot of you have been suffering from jealousies because of things that you believed was yours, not because it was owed to you, but because of what you believes 9th house. A lot of you have been getting your way based on your sexuality and manipulation, or that has been happening to you. I feel like there's about to be a change totally in your energy with people manipulating you or vice versa. Let's go ahead. This is going to be for Taurus. And if you don't know, you will know, because that light bulb says, aha. Aha. Oh, I know what you're doing. Oh, speaking of aha. The next card here again deals with 1 + 6 is 7. A divine intervention. Perfect timing, as below, as above, so below. I really do believe that this is going to be some type of divine union that a lot of you are going to be going into, but there's something that you have to do first. This is going to be a love that is gentle and kind. Someone that pays attention to you. That's part of the snowflake, right? This is not someone who is full of apathy, but full of empathy. They're very caring, right? And the way that you meet them, I love this with the double rainbow, because it always talks about serendipitous energy. It's when you least expect it. It is exactly the way that the universe details it. Because part of that pattern is like everything was designed perfectly for you to meet this person, for you to come across this person, and they're going to be perfect for you, even though they are imperfect. I think we had a reading like that before here, Taurus, about someone. And that's what's going to happen for you. Let me tell you another reason why, because this says the double rainbow, which talks about divine intervention. And here you guys had the actual faded north card here with discovery, right? I mean, compass, I apologize. True north, this is where you're headed. So if you believe that this was just conjecture, right? This is not. I have nothing to do with what the divine has coming in here for you. I just send the messages. I tell you the messages, and it's going to happen according to the way it is meant for you to experience it. I feel like divine intervention is actually going to happen in different areas of your life. I feel like for some of you, you are really good at designing things, crafting things. I don't know why I keep hearing about craft, being able to craft something. And you can be good at something. I don't know, crafting, design, mixing, creating something. That is your true north. That is your destiny. And then part of this double rainbow talks about someone coming in when you need them, or coming across someone at the perfect time in order for you to advance your career, or for you to get to exactly where you're supposed to be. You're going to find your way. This whole time you didn't know which way to go. And here with this compass, it says this is your new life's direction. All because of its divine order. This is what is meant to happen at this time. Let's get this for Taurus. There it is. Stork. Here it is again. 1 + 7 is 8. There's another 8. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. You can't run away from it, y'all. Ball and chain, heavy, weighed down, a codependent relationships. This relationship is based on addictions, based on codependency. A lot of you are in unhappy relationships, unhappy marriages. And here, the first word that I saw was change. Some of you are in relationships that you can't stand to be in. You are restless. You're trying to figure out a way to get out. Some of you are experiencing this right now, even at the jobs that you're at. And we're going to find all of that out with the Tarot. This is just telling you what it is. It's getting straight to the point. Stork is also letting me know for some of you, this is like a reinvention, because this is a delivery, special delivery. Some of you, this could be a baby, by the way, right? Special delivery. The only reason why you're in the marriage is because you got kids or someone trapped you. Why do I say trap? Because here it says an unhappy marriage. But you got to stay in it, because for some of you, you're like, oh, damn, just found out my wife is pregnant. I just found out that my man, got somebody. No, well, not my man can't get pregnant, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? My man got me pregnant on purpose. That's what I was trying to say. Or she got you by impregnating her. Either way, I see something here that was definitely planned. There it is with the snowflake. A strategic plan. Let's go ahead. Let's get the last one here for Taurus. There's some good stuff here, though. Gotta be a little dramatic. Here it says, yes, the time has come. You will be receiving abundance. The harvest, full harvest, is something that you're going to be experiencing. But I could barely see this because of the picture. The first thing that I saw was what? Moving on. That's your theme in this reading. A completion. And I really do see that there is going to be abundance dealing with your money. That's two different things. That's two different sectors of your life. Your money has absolutely nothing, well, not necessarily, but for a lot of you, has absolutely nothing to do with your relationships, unless you have joint assets. But for majority of you, I don't see that. I just see that something that you are really good at doing, you're going to be able to prosper off of that. Now, here you have clouds at the bottom of the deck. It literally says, misunderstandings. You are confused or indecisive about a particular situation. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Hold on. Before we do, I literally said I was going to be pulling your astro cards. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Let's get it. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Ah! Baby, you can't run from this. Oh, no. 3 times? That's just what it is. This is the message of the day. There's going to be endings. And what's so interesting about this is that for a lot of you, that's going to be endings in different ways. Different ways. Remember, 8th house is other people's money too. So it's how you're able to obtain your money that may actually be a problem for you. Remember, I said Uranus is going into your 2nd house, generic astrology, right? Because I don't know where it is in your chart, but it will affect you in that way. Uranus is feast or famine, meaning you could actually be really rich today and then be broke tomorrow because it's unpredictable. But again, it just depends. It just depends on what it is that you're experiencing, but you are going to be experiencing some type of transformation here. Endings. And are you prepared for that? It all depends. At the bottom of the deck here, you guys had air element, which talks about thoughts. You had that twice. Thoughts. And travel. You're needing to travel because there is some changes that you are experiencing. There's this aloofness. Someone is around you. I don't know. For some reason, there's somebody around. I don't know who this is that's pushing for this ending. And someone is very hesitant about it ending. So there's one person who's like pushing forward and another person who just, who's trying to keep it from happening. This is for Taurus. Moon. Feelings. Cycles. Habits. Oh yeah, definitely. Conjunction is what? marriages and partnerships. We're going back to that whole seventh house. We saw that twice, seventh house. So what's the main theme that we're seeing mostly with this reading? Eighth house, seventh house. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going to come out here for you guys. Of course, you guys already know anything that is in reverse you are meant to see, but I read upright. So we're going to see what's going to happen here with you. This is for Taurus. Nine of Cups came up in the upright. This is something that's going to be good for you. It says wish fulfillments, contentment. It talks about satisfaction and emotional blessings. This, the only way that you guys are going to actually receive this is if you let something go and allow something new to come in. There has been a lack of self-discipline, a lack of movement, a lack of motivation, a lack of powerlessness. You haven't been aggressive enough in what it is that you want to do. And part of that has something to do with the scattered brain energy here. So I definitely see some movement in the future for you and recognition. Don't know where it's coming from. Again, like I said before, I definitely see that there's abundance that's happening for you in your work and career area. But Nine of Cups is also letting me know too that it's what you are wanting. Everybody in this chat right now has a completely different desire. And there's going to be something here that you are wanting that you're going to be able to obtain. But I definitely see recognition in the work area. Remember when I said before, it's funny what I just saw at the bottom of the deck. Remember when I said before that there's one person who's pushing for an ending because somebody feels like this is just too much for me. Remember we saw the ball and chain, right? And there's the other person who's kind of like, holding on to it for whatever reason. I see a conversation that you're having like, oh, this needs to change. This is the ultimate ultimatum. This needs to change because if this doesn't change, I want to move out the house. I want to move on to somebody else. And somebody is agreeing to it, or they did agree to it and they did not hold up their end of the bargain. That's what sucks so bad about this. Because at one point you can tell you were optimistic. You were like, oh, this person understands everything that I'm telling them. Oh, they understand. They know that I mean business. They know that I'm serious. And they let you down. Now you're in your feelings. But I would say instinct, surely, I would say you knew that this person wasn't going to be able to follow through on what they were going to do. Everything that they promised you, you already knew that. Because it's something about their energy that feels very inconsistent to me. Okay? This is for Taurus. You had the Justice card and faced you. Okay, so that means the Justice card is in the upright. Again, not bad. That means that the universe is setting things straight for you. Really good. You're not out of balance. I see that there's going to be things that you guys are actually wanting to do that you will be able to do. I mentioned school earlier. Some of you are going to go back to school. I don't know why. Either you're training for some type of job or there is something that you're learning. This could be stocks. This could be investments. This could be learning how to fix cars. This could be learning new AI, that type of thing. Maybe learning something in the criminal justice. Could be. Maybe doing online, what is it called? Spyware stuff. Okay, could be something like that. But I definitely see that, the universe is going to correct things a little bit by little bit. Now, why is that important? Because I feel like if the universe was to actually like pour everything in your lap, you may mess it up because you're not sure of yourself yet. Okay. There's this energy here where for some of you, you'll get taken advantage of with nice little words, pretty words. And they are trying to get someone out of your energy before they actually bless you with the big thing. Before they really give you this harvest, they're trying to get someone out of your energy. I don't even like the way your money has been looking. It's like you haven't been able to really focus on your money because you've been focusing on other things. Your pocketbook is tight as hell. That's not necessarily a Taurus energy, but it is a problem. Ooh, first thing that came in the reverse. Now, I hate that. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I think I used the word aggressiveness earlier, right? Aggression in relationships. Now, all of you are not experiencing people who are aggressive, but I feel like there's tons of frustration here. And I think it's interesting that it's hitting on the moon. And that even talks about cycles and patterns and habits, meaning that this person has done this plenty of times. They've been in and they've been out. Isn't that interesting? Because this is technically how I read it. In, out, in, out. 1 minute you are together, then the next minute you are separated. And for some of you, you have children by this person. A lot of you rush back to badness, especially if in relationships. That's what you do. You don't think about it. You don't pray. You don't meditate. You don't do any of that, which is the reason why we talked about the ninth house. This is about what you believe, the mind, here with the Knight of Swords. What you believe is what you run back to. And a lot of you, you've been running back to the same thing, same person. Like I said before, you've been trying to quit cigarettes, and because someone got on your nerves, someone irritated you, what do? You go back and you start smoking. You're like, damn, I was supposed to stop smoking. The doctor told me this is something I wasn't supposed to do. And you did it anyway because you were in your feelings. A lot of you are emotionally eating, emotionally drinking. That's what you're doing. And so the Justice card is like, hey, I'm trying to correct this for you, so your family won't get bad news about you. Okay? But if we're talking about a love situation, there is someone in your reading. I'm not saying that they're going to stay, not with that Knight of Swords in reverse. I do believe that you know this person. But for some odd reason, when you think that you know what you're going to do, they come back in here and they give you doubts. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This came in the upright. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I love this. I really do. Here with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it didn't even come in reverse. No more bad luck. You've already experienced that. We talked about that 2 weeks ago. So no, you're not in that cycle anymore. Remember, it can't be because the Justice card fell upright as well. So it says that the universe is trying to do what? Correct problems for you, find solutions for you. This is those who have been financially destructive, dealing with people who are financially inept, jacking up your money left and right. You're not making decisions based on realism, poor investments in your actual investment stocks and trades, and also in people. This is just what I'm saying. And a lot of you have been wasting your damn money on what? I don't know. But again, like I said before, bad habits. I don't care about you doing a little Amazon here and there, because I be doing that. I be telling y'all that, right? I don't care about all of that. Because see, one thing about Yasmina, okay, I can't tell y'all something that I ain't doing. I do that, but I have cut back. But this to me feels a little bit too wasteful. Giving money to people or doing things for others or doing things with people and they don't appreciate it. And now you look up and you ain't got that much of nothing. But you see how the Wheel of Fortune is like, I'm going to turn it all around for you because it's time. And I'm going to do what I need to do for you. I'm not saying this. The divine intervention said it. We already know God is already in your reading. Did you know that? This ain't got nothing to do with what I'm telling you. I'm saying it may hurt, but you will feel it because it must happen. We saw true north earlier. That's the compass. That's why I said a new direction. You are kicking and screaming. For some of y'all are kicking and screaming. And the universe is like, baby, I'm sorry. You just got to experience it. I know what's best for you. Okay? And I see prosperity. Oof, prosperity. Man. And this actually was clarified, by the way. Everything that I see has to be clarified by the tarot, whether it is on the table or at the bottom of the deck. You guys do have prosperity. So if you have been having money issues, the Justice card is absolutely correct. That will be corrected for you. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get a few more. This is for, I'm sorry. Some of you guys are dealing with Aquarius. I don't know why I said Aquarius. This is for Taurus. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. I told you. This is not even the strongest sign, but that's giving you somewhere. You even had the Temperance at the bottom of the deck, which talks about peace, harmony, and tranquility. But that's the same thing as the Justice card. Balancing things out. Now all of a sudden you got a purpose. You're like, oh, this feels good. Like my money's coming in. I'm not like uncertain about life anymore. I don't have any doubts. There's no misunderstandings. I get it. And remember, the beginning of the reading literally said light bulb. That's why things are starting to work out for you. I see that you're eating right. I don't know, holistic type of things that you're doing. Hello, shout out to you. You're doing that as well. A lot of you, you do have charitable work. Now, I don't know what that means. You either will have a charity that you start, or there's going to be a charity that you work for, or it's something that you are doing where you are at service to people. Very much so servicey energy, meaning that a lot of people are going to be able to be helped based off of what you do. Okay? And you're definitely going to be rewarded for that. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Just because, see, this is not bad. This is saying that you're going to be working and grinding. Some of you are workaholics. Look at what it's hitting, though. It's hitting the Justice card, which means some of you are you have no work-play balance. Some of you just work because you are happy with the fact that the money is coming in here, and that's the only thing that you're saying is just money. And the universe is like, hey, you may want to like not focus so much on that as well. Like you don't want to be unevenly in your thinking, okay? But I do see a lot of workaholic type of things here, grinding. Some of you have 2 different jobs, or like I said, a lot of busy energy here. So just make sure you have enough time to take care of yourself. We did see the 6th house here with clouds. So if there's things that you are concerned about your body, do not ignore it, please, because the moon is here, which deals with the body. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. You have the 7 of Cups in reverse. You are now about to get the clarity. That's what this is. Told you. If this was in the upright, which it is, but we just talked about it, right? If there's confusion, there's uncertainty, if there's a lack of clarity, you're going to get it. We saw the aha moment, we saw it, right? It says things are about to be restored. It says the illusions are about to end. It says if you've been distracted by other people, that and they will be removed. This is also giving you opportunities, more than one opportunity to actually advance in something. But this is also people, coming across people. You know, this is like networking. And I like the fact that part of your energy is also socializing. I know a lot of you don't feel comfortable with people that you don't know, okay? But this is like people that you do know bring you across other people that you will know, that you will get to know. I'm seeing that as well. I see another Taurus in your reading. Don't know where they came from, but they are showing up. I see a Libra in your reading, and I also see a Scorpio. I keep seeing Scorpio big time. I do see more water. So this could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Let's go ahead. Let's finish this up and see what the angels want Taurus to know. This is for Taurus. Intuition and insight is at the bottom of the deck. It says your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now. So do not doubt yourself, because this card says doubting. Somebody is spying. Celebratory. We're going to read this last. Somebody is spying on someone, or watching, or needing to know. That's why, just getting information, constantly needing to know something. Now, I don't know if this is you. I don't know who this will be, but I do see that someone could be watching you in some way. I don't want to always say that the Page of Swords is watching, but I really do believe that just based off the aha moment. That it could be something that you see or a conversation that you're going to have or you see someone else have. Sometimes this could be like, Facebook messages, or it could be text messages or something like that. It's something that's not necessarily a conversation, but something that you see that could be written. Okay. Or but that was you spying. That's you snooping. Okay. This is not information that was relatively available to you. I feel like it has something to do with your curiosity. You ran across something that you wouldn't normally run across, but you were curious about a particular person or a situation, and boom, you found something out. I feel like this could happen too with that Page of Swords. The Five of Swords says the path that you were on seemed like the right one, but now you've run into some type of challenge, and what? There is a better direction for you that will make you much happier at the end. I want you guys to see that because I don't want you to think that I'm making it up. Sorry. Can you see that? Okay. If you can't, you just have to believe me. There it is. You see it? There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are what? Necessary. We talked about that in the beginning of the reading. And how are you going to feel? Remember when I said a win is a win? You will win. Celebration here says there's a wonderful time in your life. This is a wonderful time, or it will be. Remember, this is only saying what you're feeling at that moment in the future, where you feel like this is a wonderful time in your life because what? Difficulties have fallen away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star that you wish upon, which is a manifestation. The timing is right, divine timing, and there will be long-term plans. Have faith, ninth house, that things will turn out beautifully for you. You see, when you have patience, when you can sit through a whole reading, how spirit brings everything back to the first card. Because some people left out with that because that don't have nothing to do with me. Good luck to them. Okay. They always have a message that is going to be for you, that's going to help you in some kind of way. And if you have been having money issues, baby, when I tell you this read in general is top tier. Because I see a lot of y'all hearts are not racing and not pounding when you go to the store because you don't have enough money to pay for whatever. You are sitting pretty. You are independent. You don't have to rely on anybody, no man, no woman, no friend, no lover, nobody. You are independently free from asking anyone of anything because of the opportunities that the universe is going to bring in here for you. Okay? And there is a lover that I did not mention that could bring you marriage or partnership here with this conjunction. This person could live at a distance, I don't know, or you will be traveling with this person very soon. They could be at a distance, like I said, but I still see traveling. So you're either going to be traveling with them or you're going to be traveling towards them, okay? But that is what I'm saying. Or this could be the person that you're going to end it with. They live too far. Sorry, I have other options. I got to let you go. Okay, it's going to be something like that. But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. I thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you are interested in a personal reading. All of that information is down below in the description box. A lot of y'all don't know where the description box is at. You're going to have the title, and then you're going to see this like see more, ... You're going to click that, and then it's going to collapse, and it's going to bring up all the pricing. Okay. Taurus, I love you guys. I will see you back here again, most likely tomorrow. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.